Yeah, I was fortunate enough to get over to Paris. Paris was really cool. Got to hang out with a good bit of my guys and other guys around the league. Did Spain as well. Spain is pretty cool. I've been before. Just did Barcelona this time, and then got over to Germany, which was a random spot for me. But I was over there in Europe, so I'm like, why not try something new? So it was cool. It was interesting. Yeah, no, I'm very happy to have Eddie here. I think he'll be a great asset to our team. A lot of playmaking ability. He's proved it before, so I think with the group of guys that we already have here, him coming along, I think it'll be really good for him and then really good for us as well. Oh yeah, I like I always tell the truth. I got great respect for Eddie. Been knowing Eddie since I came into the league, and like I said earlier, I think he's a great asset for our team. Obviously, been making plays in this league for a very long time, and with the pieces that we have here, and then with his talent and having him in his role, I think it'll go well for us. Uh, I think we can be better, honestly, and I know we can, not just more so think. But yeah, have a great deal of respect for the guys that were here before. Good luck to those guys in the places that they are, but I have the utmost respect for each and every guy that's in here, and I know the potential that each and every guy have. And so it's all about just going out and proving it week in and week out. And I think it starts in training camp, day in and day out. It's definitely everybody's excited early on, and I know we got the mindset of guys pushing through the adversity when we face that. But I love the pieces that we have here, and I think we'll be able to show that to the world soon enough. And maybe we'll come back to this conversation at the end of the year, and we'll be like, "Wow, can we be better than that?" I think the pieces are very similar that's here, and I have a great deal of respect for Zach, his mindset. He's been out there on the field, and believe it or not, like obviously him and Mike are two totally different people, and they're unique in their own way. But through the headset, they actually sound the same. It's like every voice I've heard through a headset all sound the same, and I'm like, is that Mike or something? Like then I told Zio one day during OTA, so it's pretty funny. But I'm excited for Zio for him to showcase what he's able to do with the pieces that we have here and showcase it to the world. And we've all been doubted before. Things may not be as good as this or that or the third, but hey, that's what the game gives us, the opportunity to prove that. And I have a great deal of respect for Zio and that he'll prove it week in and week out. And it's going to start here in training camp, preparing for the year. Hey, I think they're all unique in their own ways. So come week one, and throughout the season, we'll all see for ourselves and not just word of mouth. Yeah, absolutely. Trent, man, the guy works his tail off like no other, always trying to find ways to get better, and you can see it day in and day out. His approach to the game, his extra meeting time, and the guy is probably one of the most athletic people on the team, if not, jumps out the gym, 4.3 speed, can do everything. And I think, with more reps and him putting it all together, I think the guy really has a chance to be special, and he has that hungry attitude. So I'm just excited to go to work with him, and I know we'll be complimentary to each other out on the field, and I'm excited for it. No, we actually wasn't able to make it out. We tried to make some last-minute adjustments, but at the end of the day, we all have lives outside, so he had some things he had to do, and, I still got me a few trips in, but he got out on a trip as well, so I was excited for him, and I try to tell him, it's about getting out and experiencing life, outside of just America in a sense, and, understanding other cultures and things that, just bring you joy, and it can, you can learn a lot. So I think he's taken that in, and he got out and enjoyed himself a little bit, and that's what it's all about, enjoying yourself. Now it's back time to work. Oh, it was pretty cool. So it was just a little sneak peek weekend. The July 16th weekend, I think that was. Yeah, so it'll officially open up in August. So excited about that. Should be pretty cool. Yeah, I think it starts right now. I think it just honestly starts with each and every person looking themselves in the mirror day in and day out. And when times get tough, and taking that extra step, saying, "Hey, this is what's gonna get us over the hump." And every person raising their standard, even myself. There's things I can do better. There's things every single person on the team can do better. And it's about if you hold yourself to that high standard, in which I know each and every guy's felt the pain last year, and having that drive and that pain feeling all throughout the offseason as well as throughout camp when times get tough, just going back to those moments and not forgetting why you're doing it and who you're doing it for, outside of the name on the back of your jersey, but for the guys that's in the locker room, for everybody that's paying their hard-earned money, for the sick kids who are huge fans of us that do it or do anything in the world to be in our position. So I think when you think about all of those things, it just truly like gives you an extra drive. And I think when you look at each and every guy in the locker room, I think that's the attitude that we have, and I'm just excited for us to showcase that, starting out in training camp, getting better against each other, and it'll always be about competing against each other because that's what it'll be out on the game field as well. Yeah, I think that mentality is definitely a part of it, but I think also with the guys, more experience playing with each other, there are a couple pieces that are gone, but I think the more time that we've had together, understanding each other, this bonding throughout camp, and I think willing to put everything on the line just a bit more for one another and knowing that what the ultimate goal is to get to where we want to go, and we all know where that's at, but it's going to start one game at a time and one day at a time, honestly, and I'm excited for it. Yeah, there's a lot of things, honestly, that I want to focus on. But talking with Coach DeLeon, which I think is a great asset for us as well, like there's something that where we're going to do as linebackers, like, each and every day, where it's writing things down, where it's like, okay, these are things that I want to focus on and getting better. But I think there's so many things I can get better at, like whether that's, disengaging off blocks quicker because you never could be quick enough, whether that's route recognition, matching routes better, catching more interceptions. I dropped a few last year, so getting on the jugs even more. So like things like that and causing more havoc, forcing more turnovers, that's like definitely a thing that I want to do, get a lot more punches on the ball. So expect that a little more, a lot of big hits, but people I know curl up sometime when I'm coming, but the fist is coming as well. So I'm excited about that and being able to showcase that and try to take my game to a new level.